Any other clinic you go to, you will be upsold on a microdermabrasion if you need it or an LED if you need it. Now, let me tell you, business coaches, I blame them for the shift in our industry. I just cannot understand how you can run a business by being deceitful to others. I once belonged to a corporate and it was the most soul-crushing time of my life. The hourly profit and revenue they can squeeze out of you is what they focus on. We won't charge you for an extra mask. We won't charge you to customize a mask. We won't charge you to do certain things within the treatment to give you the results that your skin needs. We will also take you through. Welcome to the Holistic Skin Guru, where what's on the surface is just as important as what's underneath. I'm your host, Amina. Let's dive deep into the world of holistic skincare. Exposing the beauty industry. Looking for traps. Now, disclaimer, not all clinics operate this way, but there is a fair amount that do. So this is to help you look out for those that use these tricks. And this is one of the reasons I'm so against business coaches, because I blame them for the shift in our industry into a money-making machine type of industry, instead of why we as practitioners came into the industry in the first place, to help and nurture other human beings. If they advertise a facial for a very cheap price, like $49 or $59, beware. They are now gearing up to upsell you in the room, so be prepared. Without the upgrades, you won't get a significant treatment. If they don't upsell, then it means you're just filling what would normally be dead time with an unskilled or learner in their clinic or spa. That's the first thing. Second one, if you only shop around for treatments based on price, then beware. This could land you in clinics that either spend their time trying to trap you into buying a package or products that you may not need. We get it. It's a business. But there are better ways to run a business than to lie and cheat. Businesses that push this behavior don't last long, unfortunately. Thirdly, corporates. My favorite kind. Not. Believe it or not, I once belonged to a corporate and it was the most soul-crushing, debt-inducing time of my life. They are only interested in the numbers and will say and do anything to get people to buy their products. The customer is not important to them. The hourly profit and revenue they can squeeze out of you is what they focus on. So even though their treatments are not entirely cheap, you'll enter a beautiful professional environment that takes $120 facial to $220 or more easily by simply allowing the therapist to upsell you in the treatment. And they design their treatments this way. They train their staff this way. You do get a beautiful session and your skin will benefit from the treatment, most likely. But to me, it's still deceitful. So when I rebranded and I became an independent clinic, I decided to do away with all of that rubbish. We're here to deliver results, not just take your money. We are not a restaurant where you can come in for an entree, main, and dessert. We are serious about skin, and we've ensured that our treatments focus on results without having to upsell every client that walks through the door. And it's paid off, as we are now 10 years old and clients are loving their skin. So when you come to us, we make sure that we focus on you. We focus on what it is that you need for your skin. And all our treatments include microdermabrasion and LEDs as standard. So any other clinic you go to, you will be upsold on a microdermabrasion if you need it or an LED if you need it. Now, let me tell you, there's very few skins that walk into my clinic that don't need it. Okay, so we made it standard for that reason, because we don't feel like we need to sell to you something that you already need. So while our price point might be slightly higher, it just means that you can come in, relax, and not have to be sold to in the room. And my therapists are able to give you a beautiful treatment and you know from the get-go what you're up for in terms of cost, and your skin loves the treatment. We also have made our treatments quite bespoke. So, for example, we won't charge you for an extra mask. We won't charge you to customize a mask. We won't charge you to do certain things within the treatment to give you the results that your skin needs. And this is gold because there are not many salons that operate in this manner. We will also take you through what you may need to see results. So in today's session, we may be able to, for example, treat your dehydration, but we know that your pigmentation journey is going to be a little longer. So we'll take you through that. We'll explain to you what it is that you can do, and there might be several pathways for you to choose to be able to treat certain skin conditions. And so we will guide you and we will base it according to your budget. So it's not about making you feel like you need to spend X amount of money or you need to have X amount of treatments. No, we never ever push packages. We never ever push product on a client. We listen to what you're saying and we try to give you the best advice for you and for your skin. So I hope this has helped you to look out for traps within the industry. I'm probably going to get a lot of flack from people within the industry and probably from a lot of coaches, but it's because they've been using deceitful methods for so long. And I feel like someone has to speak out. And if it has to be me, then so be it, because I've been through this with so many coaches and I just cannot understand how you can run a business by being deceitful to others. We're here to nurture. We're here to look after your skin and your needs, and that is our goal and that is our aim. I'd love to know your story. Have you been upsold before? Drop a comment below and tell us your experience. I'd love to know what you've encountered in clinics and how you've handled it and what you think our industry is evolving into and how we can make it better. Thank you for joining me on Holistic Skin Guru. If this episode has helped you get one step closer to achieving your skin goals, I'd love your support with a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. And don't forget to subscribe on your favorite platform too. If you've got any questions about your skin, I'd love to hear from you. Connect with me at Holistic Skin Guru on all platforms. Don't forget, as a listener, you can get 10% off all treatments at our SkinFit New Farm Clinic in Brisbane. Simply pop the word podcast in your booking online or mention it on the phone when you book.